Hello friends, today we'll be discussing about Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Werner Heisenberg put forward this principle in 1927 and is called it as Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. According to this, it is impossible to measure simultaneously both the position and velocity of a microscopic particle with absolute accuracy or certainty. So it is impossible to measure simultaneously both the position and momentum. Okay. So this is applicable only for microscopic particle with absolute accuracy and certainty. We cannot calculate both this. We cannot measure it. Mathematically, we can say that delta x into delta p is greater than or is equal to h upon 4 pi. What is delta x? This is uncertainty in position, and delta p is uncertainty in momentum. H is nothing but Planck's constant and divided by 4 pi. You can see here, this is the incident photon and it is a scattered photon. Okay, if you compare this, if the uncertainty in delta x, uncertainty in position is low, then momentum will be high. Uncertainty in position is high, then the uncertainty in momentum will be low. Now, delta x into delta p is equal to greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi means p is equal to m into we can replace momentum as delta p is equal to delta mvx is greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi, or we can say that delta x into delta v is greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi m. So we can say that it is impossible to measure simultaneously both position and velocity, or we can say position and velocity we can say, or else we can say position and momentum. This cannot be measured simultaneously for a microscopic particle with absolute accuracy or certainty. The product of delta x and delta p either greater than or is equal to h upon 4 pi. It means that the minimum product of delta x and delta p is constant, or we can say delta x is inversely proportional to delta p. Now, it means that if uncertainty in position is less, then uncertainty in momentum will be more. See, if the uncertainty in position is low, it means that uncertainty in momentum is high. Or else vice versa, we can say if the uncertainty in momentum is low, then uncertainty in position is high. In order to observe the position of an object, light of some suitable wavelength is made to fall on object which scatters the light. And if the scattered light enters our eye, we can see the object. For scattering to take place, the wavelength of the light should be of same order as the size of the object. So we are going to explain how this is practically possible, that it is impossible to measure the momentum and position simultaneously. We are going to discuss it. So for scattering to take place, suppose we are observing the position of an object, then light of some suitable wavelength is made to fall on the object and it will scatter the light. And if the scattered light reaches our eye, we can see the object, otherwise we cannot see. For scattering to take place, the wavelength of the light should be of same order as that of size of the object. If the wavelength of the light is of same order as that of size of the object, then only scattering takes place. If the object is of reasonable size, then what happens? Its position and velocity will not change by the impact of light radiations. Okay? Thus, it is possible to know the position and velocity exactly if the object is of reasonable size. If the object is bigger in size, then it is possible that we can find out its position and velocity, because both will not change by the impact of simple light radiations. So we can know what is the position and what is the velocity or momentum exactly. But in case of microscopic particle like electron, the impact of striking photon causes large displacement from normal path. Okay. In case of microscopic particle like electron, if there is striking of photon, it causes some displacement. As a result, both velocity and momentum will change, okay, and send the electron in unpredictable direction, okay, because light energy or photon is enough to change the position or direction of the particle. In order to observe the position of the particle accurately, wavelength of the light used to observe it should be as small as possible, because I said that we want to observe the position of the particle, then its wavelength also should be of same order. So if the particle is very small, then wavelength of the light used also should be very small. So but photons or smaller wavelengths are associated with high amount of energy, because we know that lambda is inversely proportional to nu. Okay. So more the wavelength, lesser will be the energy, or smaller the wavelength, we can say that more will be the energy. So in that case, if with more energy, if the radiations, if the photon strikes the electron or particle, what happens is that particle will be disturbed to the greater extent, or we can say that there will be uncertainty in the momentum or velocity. In order to determine the momentum with less uncertainty, what we need is radiations of longer wavelengths must be used, or we can say that radiations of lower energy or frequency must be used. In that case, what happens is uncertainty in position would become large. Okay. If the momentum is uncertain, if it is less uncertain, then its position will become too large. So because of which we can say that both position and momentum of small moving particle such as electron cannot be determined simultaneously with accuracy. Because if we want to see some object, some particle accurately, what we need is, we need the wavelength is of same order. So if the particle is small, wavelength should be small. If wavelength is small, it is associated with more energy. If it is associated with more energy means what? Then the photons that will strike with more energy will disturb the momentum of the particle to greater extent. Or we can say that there is uncertainty in the momentum. Vice versa, if we want to say of longer wavelength, okay, then what happens is, in that case there will be less energy. In that case the position will become, uncertainty in position will become large. So both position and momentum of small moving particle such as electron cannot be determined simultaneously and accurately. But in case of macroscopic particle, any bigger sized particles, we can know the position and momentum. Now, what is the significance of uncertainty principle? Heisenberg replaced the concept of definite orbits by the concept of probability. Okay. Before, Heisenberg replaced the concept of definite orbits. Before we used to say there is definite orbits. Now we are using the concept of probability. There is probability of finding the electron at some place. It means that we can predict only probable region in a given space where we can find the electron. For example, let us consider examples like for a body of mass 1 milligram, delta x into delta p, it is greater than or equal to h upon 4 pi m. We can say, if we calculate value by, we put h, pi and mass of electron, etc., what we get is, it is 10 to the power 26 meter square per second. So the product is very small, so it can be neglected for particle and with considerable mass. We can say that, like, through calculation we are proving that delta x into delta p, in case if the particle is bigger, then it is neglected. The product is very small and it can be neglected. In case of submicroscopic particles, the product delta x into delta p, again we can calculate h upon 4 pi m. That will come out to be around 10 to the power minus 4 meters square per second. So the product is quite large and it cannot be neglected. Okay. So in case of bigger particle like macroscopic particle, the delta x into delta p is coming out to be 10 to the power minus 26 meters square per second, which is very small and can be neglected. And in this case, delta x into delta p is coming out to be 10 to the power of minus 4 meters square per second, which cannot be neglected. So we can say that for smaller particle, there is uncertainty in position and momentum. But in case of bigger particles, we can find out the position and momentum simultaneously. Let us take an example. Calculate the product of uncertainty in position and velocity for an electron of mass 9.1 into 10 to the power 31 kg according to the Heisenberg principle. So we have delta x into delta p is equal to or greater than h upon 4 pi. So delta x into delta p is the momentum. So we can replace it with m into delta v, and delta x into delta v is equal to h upon 4 pi m we can write, or delta x into delta v we can calculate h value as 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34, and we have 3.14 as pi value, and this is mass of electron, and it will come out to be 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 meters square per second. Thank you. That's all for today.